Yeah, and I think like I think the only thing I would add there, and that's spot on, is like I think the takeaway from that is find a tool that works for you, being able to understand it. Even if you're not a designer that like likes to lean into the more technical things, if you're able to provide some front end feedback of like opportunities to improve performance, it always is like a good place as a starting place. And at least you can just set the expectation that it's like, listen, we can do all of the design tweaks in the world, but we really need to make sure that we have a performant experience. So we'll try to link out some of the tools that Mustafa and I have used in the past, and hopefully, I'd love for people to comment in like, what other tools we might be missing. But the other thing is that when I think about like a UX audit, and I sit down with all the people, the cross-functional team that I'm working with, the way that I like to kind of frame it is that my goal is to help pinpoint like the less than perfect areas of the site, right? Like what's causing a headache, what's breaking the conversions, and again, like the most important place I start is I tend to go to what page on the site is the most commonly landed on page. A lot of times this is where you're pointing search traffic to, more likely than not, it could be your home page, a landing page. This first experience is super, super important. So instead of like getting overwhelmed thinking you have to like audit all of the pages of the site, start with that home page. So if you're a travel site and you're trying to book a hotel, really make sure that the call to action is clear and that the user is not getting lost along the way. Their goal is to find a hotel to book, to stay. So keeping a call to action front and center, a clear value prop, and making sure that everything is above the fold. That's something we've talked about in the past, but that's making sure that you prioritize the user's goal first, so they're less likely to get distracted to complete the task. And that's just good for like brand recognition. So you're more likely to come back and not just be that unique one-time user, but you start to build a little bit more brand loyalty because they had a good experience the first time they came.